Hello, my name is Hans Decker, and I'm a junior music education major at Drake University. Many of you know that there are many different instrumental families in the world of music. There are the percussionists, there are string players, there are woodwind players, and last but not least, there are the brass players. And within that brass section, there are tubas, euphoniums, trombones, French horns, and trumpets. I myself am a trumpet player, and today I am going to show you a selection of different kinds of trumpets that are very often used in a professional setting. First up, there is the B-flat trumpet. This is the standard trumpet that most artists around the world play primarily. It can be seen played in jazz ensembles and wind bands, and it can also be played in trumpet solo repertoire as well. And it is the right instrument to start the beginner out on because, again, most people play the B flat horn. That's what most of the repertoire is written for, at least today, and that's the right instrument to start a beginner on. It is called the B flat trumpet because it is played in the key because it's C when there is trumpet music written. It's C, it's D flat pitch, and that is a whole step lower than concert pitch on a piano. For instance, this is C on a piano. Hear that? That was C on the piano, and notice to play that, I had to press down these valves. And a C on a trumpet would be no valves, and this is C on a trumpet. See, it's slower. And even though trumpets are most famous for playing high notes, it's actually pitched lower than concert pitch. Keep that in mind.
Next, we have our C trumpet, which, in comparison to the B-flat trumpet, is a slightly smaller horn, and it also plays in concert pitch. So whereas the B-flat trumpet's C pitch was a B-flat on the piano, this trumpet's C pitch is actually a C on the piano. So witness, no vowels pressed, and then we get a C as the main pitch. And this trumpet is used mostly in solo repertoire for trumpet that calls, for a C trumpet, and it is also mainly in use in orchestra, because many trumpet parts in the orchestra are written in C. That's another thing about trumpets, because you gotta watch which trumpets that your music is written for. If it's written in concerts, if it's written in trumpet for C, and you have your B flat horn but you don't have a C horn, then you're going to have to transpose as you're reading the music. You're going to have to transpose down that whole step in order to get the right pitch, or else you're going to be playing in a major second of everybody else. So while you're playing this, everyone else is going to be playing this, which when they sound fine by themselves, but when played together, it's not a pretty sound. Next up, we have the E-flat trumpet, which is an even smaller horn than the B-flat or the C trumpet. As you can see here, there is no tuning slide on the front of the horn. And being a smaller horn, it's going to have a higher pitch that is its C. Whereas the B-flat horn had concert B-flat as its C. C horn had actual C. This horn, C, is E-flat. So it's able to play a little higher. I'm going to try and play this a little quiet. And that is the C on the E-flat trumpet, so it's going to have a little bit of a higher starting range on it. This trumpet is mainly used for solo repertoire and occasionally orchestra. You don't really see you don't really see as many parts for E-flat trumpet as you do for C or B-flat trumpets. And as cool as this instrument is, it can be kind of difficult to play with at times because the smaller your instrument goes, the more explosive it gets, especially in higher notes. What I'm talking about is it gets harder to keep notes in tune. And with a smaller instrument such as this one, notes are going to be a little bit less stable and it's going to be hard to stay in tune. So if you're wanting to play a piece for the E flat trumpet, make sure you know how it works first.